Hey friend, we're going to look at a few things that have impacted you over the years that you still may need to work on, or you may be in a point in your spiritual journey where you may not know what to work on or what has happened to you, because a lot of people, when trauma happens and you're traumatized and you go through hard times, a lot of times people like to forget, and you'll forget to the point that it never even happened. But subconsciously, it's still there. It's still embedded within you. It's still something that is still affecting you to this day, but you may not have realized it or even remembered that it even happened. And this is why, because it's like someone is sitting there just asking, like, why this and why that, and you just fully don't understand. Someone may not even remember things that happened to them before the age of 7. I don't know where that came from. And I'm hearing 5. So somebody may not even remember anything that happened. You heard that beep, right? So it may be 5 instead of 7, because I thought 7, but then I heard 5. And then when that horn just honked, that was confirmation. So it could be from the age of 5 down. You may not remember what has happened to you. But let's see some things that have impacted you. And this is your next phase of healing, what you may need to heal within yourself to feel better. So for some of you, your feelings get hurt easily, okay? Many of you, you may have had parents or loved ones that picked on you or teased you or didn't acknowledge the fact that, you may be a little bit more emotionally intelligent than others. And even though the slightest little comment may not hurt another person, but it hurt your feelings, and people may not have acknowledged that, or they may have brushed it off. And now you're the type of person where you don't share or show your emotions anymore, but deep down inside, you still get offended, or you may feel your feelings may get hurt. And you may need to understand that that's okay. That's okay. Because words do hurt. And if they hurt you, you need to acknowledge that. You need to let people know that. And whether they acknowledge it or not, know that it's still up to you to hold them accountable. Like, listen, hey, what you said to me, it hurt my feelings. Now, it's up to you to still deal with those type of people that don't acknowledge your feelings. And don't sit there and, apologize and say, hey, I didn't intend to hurt your feelings when I said X, Y, and Z. I was just joking. But it's still up to you to set those boundaries on who you allow in your life, because you don't want people in your life that's going to hurt your feelings and then not even acknowledge that, okay? For some of you, you are still trauma bonding with people. You may think that you have friendships with people or a relationship with someone. No. The only reason why y'all are together is because y'all have a common trauma that y'all are holding on together, sharing with each other, and it's like, oh, this codependency energy where it's like, oh, we both, because we both broke up with our boyfriends, we're supposed to be friends with each other. No, especially if y'all are not motivating each other to get over these people, motivating each other to heal from the situation, motivating each other to become self-aware and self-reflect on why the relationship went wrong. Because there's some people that'll sit around and be trauma bonding with their girlfriends or their homeboys because their relationships ended. But guess what? All y'all doing is gossiping about the person. That's what you're doing. All you're doing is sitting there giving this person free energy, gossiping about them, talking about how bad this person was, versus reflecting on what went wrong on your side of the relationship. So for some of you, y'all are trauma bonding still with people. Those are not real friends. Those are not real relationships. Y'all are only together to gossip and trauma bond with one another. For others of you, you're overprotective. So for some of you, I just saw a vision of like a parent not allowing their kids to do certain things because of something that may have happened to you. And I totally get it, and I totally understand it. Yet, you still cannot sit there and protect your children from everything, right? You cannot control everything, because something bad could happen to your kids while they're in the presence of you. And God will sit there and allow something like that to happen where God is going to show you, like, no matter what you do, no matter how overprotective you are, no one is safe. No one is safe. Sometimes you have to allow your kids to be able to just experience experiences. The thing is what you instill in them. Teach them at an early age what is appropriate, what's not appropriate. Give them the language to tell you, if something did happen to them, they have the words to sit there and express exactly what happened to them or whatever the case may be. God forbid. I can knock on that. That's real wood. So it's like you may be overprotective of your kids because of the world or what you may have went through, but you may have created a safe space for your kids not to have to feel like, or for you to feel like you have to be overprotective of them. You may have them only around people that you trust. So there's still no need for you to be overprotective. And if you have the trust issues, then you need to sit there and figure that out and heal that. Because this being overprotective is not allowing your kids to grow or change or evolve in some way, shape, or form, or learn how to do things on their own. Because if you're always there protecting them, how are they going to protect themselves when you're not around? If you don't allow them to go out there in the wilderness to figure it out. Okay? For others of you, you have difficulty concentrating. Okay? You may suffer from, ADHD, or you may have a short attention span, and you may need to find ways to learn things. Spirit just gave me a vision of my daycare. So I had a lot of kids that had a short attention span. Didn't mean they wasn't smart. Didn't mean they wasn't capable of learning, right? Their attention span, just like anybody that's addicted to TikTok, your attention span is very, very short. People got your attention for about 3 to 5 minutes, and that's it. Some of y'all can't even make it through a 10-minute video on TikTok. That's how short your attention span is. But you may need to, I don't like forcing people to concentrate. You have to find ways to help you concentrate. Like with me, when it comes to reading, I have to have like lo-fi music playing in the background in order for me to concentrate and to stick with reading whatever it is that I'm reading, because I get easily distracted. Okay, back to my daycare. What I would used to do was every 5 minutes or so, I would switch something up. Like I would stop doing whatever we were doing and we would clap our hands. Or we would stop doing circle time and we would sing a song. Or every 5 minutes, like I had a little timer thing that I could hear. It was really low. And even the kids could hear it enough to where they knew it was time for us to do something random, just to shake things up a little bit and then get back on track. So there's things like that you could do, whether it's with your children or with yourself, to help you concentrate. Okay. Spirit, is there anything else that is impacting my healing homies that they're not aware of or that they could work on? Guilt, being a hopeless romantic. Some of you are guilty for being hopeless romantics. No, just because you love, I'm a hopeless romantic. The thing is, you have to learn how to have healthy boundaries. You have to learn how to use discernment. Okay, you have to really see the red flags the first time and not after months and years done went by. Okay, you have to know who to be romantic with and who to love. Be a choosy lover. Okay, but others of you, do not feel guilty for choosing you. Do not feel guilty for not liking something. Do not feel guilty for not wanting to do something, because no is a full sentence, whether they want to hear it or not. Okay, do not feel guilty at all for putting yourself first or putting someone else last. Okay, for others of you, you have a difficult time managing your emotions. So some of you may want to go to anger management. Some of you may want to learn how to do breathing techniques. Some of you may want to learn how to meditate. Some of you may want to learn how to utilize healthier avenues to manage your emotions, whether you're crying or you're sad or you're angry or you're frustrated. Trust me, Google is the best thing that was ever made, okay? Because I wish we had Google back in my day when I was a kid, because I promise you, I would have been on Google and everything, okay? Is there anything else? Became a bully. Some of you became the people that you despise. Some of you became, your first bully for some of you were your parents, your mother or your father or both of them, and you became just like them. As much as you despise them, you are just like them now. Okay, for some of you, you could have been a bully in school because when you went home, you was bullied by your mother or your siblings or your brother or your sister. And that's something that you guys need to focus on. Those are things that are still impacting you. And